What's up, you guys? It's Steve here with an incredible breaking news real estate update. Now, this is some pretty impressive timing because just yesterday I did a video covering what a lot of people are calling the housing crash of Q4 of 2021 right here. I covered some data, gave my thoughts, and let you guys know 3 triggers that I think could spark a correction in the real estate market. But I let you guys know that for the most part, in my personal opinion, I don't think a correction is going to be in the foreseeable future. I think it's going to be quite some ways down the road. But I mentioned there were 3 things that we needed to watch, and one of those, which I said I thought was one of the most important things, was keeping an eye on Congress, as right now they're doing everything they can to make sure that we don't fall into a real estate housing crisis alongside everything else that's going on. Well, that same day, they released a proposal, and this proposal could change everything. Now, if you're invested in real estate, if you own some property, you're really probably gonna like this rule. Now, if you don't own any real estate, you might want to consider getting invested right away, because this is going to be changing the landscape of real estate big time. So you guys, I'm going to be diving into this proposal, sharing with you what is currently suggested in here, and getting you caught up on the latest, because if this comes to fruition, like I said, it's going to be a big game changer. So we're going to dive right in, but before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, it'll just take a second. If you like and appreciate these video updates, take a second to smash the like button, leave a comment, and share this video out on social media platforms. Those simple gestures just take a second, and they really help out the channel a lot. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And if this is your first time here and you're not already part of the viewing community, why don't you come and join the Ram fam by smashing the subscribe button and turning on that notification bell, so that way as soon as I upload, you can get notified right away. I'll keep you up to date on real estate, stocks, anything having to do with investing or money. And always remember to follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider joining the Patreon group to get exclusive access to me and these articles before they hit YouTube. You can get 2 free stocks when you download the Webull app, in the link in the description below. And always remember that here on YouTube, whenever I respond to your comments, you're going to see a gray stripe on the name. Now, if you don't see that, even if it looks like me, it's not me, because right now, unfortunately, YouTube has a problem with scammers posing as YouTube content creators trying to steal your information. So I'll never ask for your bank account information, and I won't leave random phone numbers in the comments. I'm here to give you information. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and dive right in, get you caught up on the latest on this proposal, and get you the latest information as to what they're suggesting that could entirely change the real estate market. Now, as you guys know, in my video yesterday, I let you know that we are at an all-time low for available inventory in the real estate market. Now, across the nation, we have less than 2 months worth of available supply. So not a whole lot of supply and a lot of demand, which is causing prices to go up. As a matter of fact, we're at an all-time high for real estate listing prices and real estate sales prices. So not a whole lot of houses available. However, there is a current major concern about a real estate crash coming this year as a result of 2.6 million homes currently in a state of forbearance. Now, what we're hearing is that there's a concern that once the forbearance period comes to an end, that those homeowners are still not going to be able to pay their mortgage. They're going to go into default, and then after default, foreclosure, and then we'll see a wave of foreclosures hit the market all at the same time. It's going to be increasing the supply, and as a result, we're going to see real estate values start to go down. So there's a major concern for that right now with that huge of a number. And in that video yesterday, I let you guys know that normally before the pandemic, yes, I would agree that is concerning, but during this pandemic, right now, it's pretty much simple for anybody to go into a state of forbearance. All you got to do is say you're in some form of hardship due to the pandemic, and pretty much anybody could enter into forbearance right now. So what we're hearing is that there are a lot of people that do need this. Don't get me wrong, but there might also be a lot of people that see an opportunity to just put a pause on their mortgage payments, and once things are lifted, they'll be able to just pick back up again right where they left off. So we think it might not necessarily be that big of a concern as a lot of people are making it out to be. However, what we're also hearing is that for those that are in a state of crisis and hardship, that they are thinking about extending this out even further, and the duration of which they're extending this out has never been heard of before. Let's dive in and take a look at this proposal. So link in the description below if you'd like to check this out for yourself. Now, this is coming from the official website of the United States government for the Consumers Financial Protection Bureau. And you can see that this actually came out yesterday, and it says protection for borrowers affected by a pandemic emergency under the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, or RESPA, Regulation X. Now, down here at the bottom, we're going to be able to take a look at the PDF file. Once again, link in the description below directly to that so you can check it out for yourself. And we're going to see what's included in this proposal. Now you can see this says Fast Facts 2021 Mortgage Servicing Proposed Rule. And it says the proposed rule would amend Regulation X and the existing mortgage servicing rule provisions to add additional borrower protections related to the pandemic emergency. Now this is going to be effective, it says August 31st of 2021. They need responses back by May 10th. As you saw, this was released yesterday, April the 5th, and it says this document will cover generally on a high-level overview the topics that are covered in this proposal. Now you can see on the first page of the proposed amendment that this is for pretty much anybody that's experiencing a hardship, a financial hardship due to the pandemic, and they're not able to keep up with their mortgage payments. And it says this is for anybody that may be entering forbearance or is currently in forbearance. And what it says is that lenders are going to be required to offer some form of this extension of this proposal. So this is going to be required of them to make this happen. Now take a look at what they're suggesting. It is pretty incredible. All right, so here it is on the next page. It says a servicer would be allowed to offer certain loan modifications based on an evaluation of an incomplete application if certain criteria are met. And it says those criteria include, it says the loan modification would extend the term of the loan by no more than 480 months. And it would not result in an increase to the borrower's periodic principal and interest payments. So man, there's not going to be an increase to it, and they want to extend it out for 40 years. Now, just to clarify, if I understand this correctly, that's going to be in addition to your current stance. So if you have a 30-year mortgage, they would essentially be saying that you could extend it out for up to 70 years. That is insane. So that is pretty incredible. So if you want to enter into forbearance, if you're saying you're in a hardship, it's your principal residence and you've been negatively impacted by the pandemic, they're suggesting that they extend this out for you. Now it says if the loan modification allows a deferral for the amounts until a certain point, such as when the loan is refinanced or the property is sold, the amount would not accrue interest either. The service would not be charged any fees connected to the loan modification, and certain existing charges owed by the borrower, such as late fees or stop payment fees, would be waived by the servicer upon acceptance of the loan modification. So in addition to extending it out an additional 40 years, there's no additional fees, no interest that's being accrued. So I think that we all can agree that that is pretty incredible. But wait, there's one more page. It doesn't stop there. Now, reading on in the next page, the article says that the proposal would add a temporary pre-foreclosure review period where a servicer is not permitted to make the first notice of filing for foreclosure. Now, jumping down, it says that the proposal would add a temporary blanket prohibition on making the first notice or filing for foreclosure because of delinquency until after December 31st of 2021. So in addition to that, you don't have to make any payments. You're going to be covered until 2022. So this is pretty incredible. I've never seen anything like this before. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But if this is enacted, how would this impact the real estate market? Well, let me know your thoughts, but in my personal opinion, this would essentially add to our shortage of supply and lack of inventory as people will be just in place. And I think that this would even cause prices to go up even higher. So if you have real estate, if this is enacted, this could be very good for your portfolio, for the value of your portfolio. Now, if you don't have any real estate right now, this could make it harder for you to get in, and you might want to get in right away. Now, if this is enacted, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. And again, that's just my personal thoughts. I don't know. There might be some other pieces that get involved that change things, but from what I'm seeing, real estate might go to the moon. So with that being said, you guys, once again, be sure to leave your comments down below. Smash the like button if you made it this far and you haven't already, and I'll be sure to keep you up to date as more information rolls out. And once again, if you'd like to see the most recent purchase that I made in real estate, I just entered escrow on a property that I'm going to be closing on hopefully next week. Be sure to check out this video right here where I cover it. I cover the market it's in, I run through the numbers, I let you know the cash flow and everything involved on that particular property. And like I said, if you didn't check out that video yesterday where I discuss all the details and the data right now for what people are calling for the 2021 Q4 real estate housing crash, be sure to check out this video right here. And I think if this gets enacted, what we just covered, there is no way that prices are going to be crashing. That's just my personal opinion. Once again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But you guys, once again, like I said, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider joining the Patreon group. Get 2 free stocks in the link down in the description below. And you guys, I hope this reaches you well. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.